Hi, my name is Samreen Anjum, and in this video, I'll be presenting our work entitled CTMC, Cell Tracking and Mitosis Detection Dataset Challenge. Here's a quick agenda for the talk today. I'll first begin with motivating the significance of cell tracking and mitosis detection, followed by a survey of existing datasets that have helped accelerate progress within the domain. I'll then introduce our novel dataset and discuss how it complements the existing datasets. Finally, I'll discuss how the modern algorithms perform to demonstrate the difficulty of our dataset, thereby offering interesting opportunities for future work within the cell tracking community. So first, let's start with the motivation. We often see biologists analyze these types of live cell videos to examine cell behavior and interactions. Two interesting tasks or algorithms that help them with this investigation is tracking cells across the video and characterizing cell life cycles such as the mitosis event, where a cell divides into two new cells. These tasks are important in a variety of studies, including tissue formation and repair, wound healing, cancer treatment, drug development, etc. There has been significant development in the state-of-the-art for cell tracking and mitosis detection algorithms, but we know that for algorithms to be successful these days, a large and diverse dataset is crucial. And we see plenty of evidence within the broad scope of a mainstream MOT, where objects such as humans and vehicles are tracked. A few examples include the MOT dataset, the Kitty dataset, and the UA DidTrack dataset. And so with that, we were interested in understanding the state-of-the-art within the cell tracking domain. We came across three popular datasets. CTC is one of the first datasets which was originally released in 2015 and was later updated in 2017. C2C12 was released in 2018 and contains phase contrast sequences, and Deep Cell was released in 2019, which offers fluorescence microscopy sequences. However, there's still work to be done. For example, in terms of imaging modality, across three datasets combined, there is good representation of phase contrast and fluorescence microscopy videos. However, we see there is a lack of sequences obtained using this DIC modality. In fact, only CTC offers 2 or 4 DIC sequences. Secondly, all these datasets provide segmentation masks, which are more stringent and expensive for expansion than detection boxes. This is also one of the reasons it is not trivial to apply the mainstream tracking algorithms directly, as they're typically trained and tested on detection boxes. And finally, only one comes with an evaluation server called the Cell Tracking Challenge. An evaluation server these days we know has been significant in providing a uniform platform for benchmarking algorithms and pushing the state-of-the-art for several tasks. In fact, all of the three mainstream tracking datasets examples that I mentioned in the beginning of the talk come with evaluation servers. So we sought to complement this work by addressing these limitations and introduce a novel dataset that we call CTMC. Here's a preview of the dataset. It contains 14 different cell lines, and as you can tell, it contains a diverse set of cells with varying shapes and sizes. We collected this dataset from the Nikon Microscopy website, and all these videos were obtained using the DIC modality. The cell lines have been collected from various animals such as humans, mouse, cattle, rat, mongoose, monkey, sheep, etc. And in terms of applications, it covers a variety of them, including wound healing, cancer research, vaccine development, asthma, hypertension, inactivation. The dataset also presents a variety in cell types, including epithelial, fibroblasts, myoblasts, and endothelial. Here are some further details. Our dataset contains 86 sequences of videos with 2,900 cells from 14 different cell lines and over 150,000 frames. And in comparison with other datasets, we can see that CTMC is larger in terms of sequences and frames and more diverse in terms of cell lines. In addition, it complements the existing datasets by offering DIC sequences that is lacking in other datasets. To annotate this dataset with two tasks, that is tracking and mitosis information, we used our in-house tool that was based on Vedic, a popular video annotation tool from UC Irvine. The main goal of this tool is to reduce human workload by only having them to annotate a few keyframes in the video and interpolate the intermediary frames with the inbuilt interpolation algorithm. For this dataset, we had 2 graduate students annotate all 86 videos and spent over 164 hours. The final result after interpolation contained over 2 million detection boxes. That brings us to the final segment, and that is how do current algorithms perform on CTMC dataset? To answer this question, we benchmarked a total of 4 popular algorithms coming from both cell tracking and mainstream tracking. For cell tracking, we chose the Viterbi and deep cell algorithms. For mainstream tracking, we picked Tractor and DeepSort. There are a few differences between these two sets of algorithms. The main difference being that cell tracking algorithms have been trained and tested on cell videos, while the mainstream algorithms have been evaluated on familiar objects such as humans and vehicles. Cell tracking algorithms typically only come with an inbuilt mitosis detection algorithm, which divides the cell track into 2 new cell tracks. One other difference comes in the form of input, and that is cell tracking algorithms require segmented masks, while the mainstream algorithms require detection boxes. For evaluation, we use the metrics from the respective domains. In the case of cell tracking, the TRAM metric from the CTC evaluates the tracking performance, and in the case of mainstream tracking, we use 2 metrics from the MOT challenge that measures the object coverage as well as the object identity. For all these measures, the higher the value, the better. Here's the performance results. The red table shows the cell tracking algorithms, and the blue boxes show results obtained from the mainstream tracking. And we observe across all cases, both cell and mainstream tracking algorithms perform poorly, and Viterbi algorithms perform better than deep cell in the case of cell tracking algorithms, while Tractor performed better than DeepSort in the case of mainstream algorithms. Here's an example to provide a visual understanding of the results. This video shows mixed results obtained using Viterbi algorithms, and you can see that it is able to track most cells, but still has difficulty tracking cells along the borders of the frame. Interestingly, we see that when a mainstream algorithm is fed with ground truth detection boxes as input, the results are exceptional. This is interesting, especially given the model was not trained on a cell data set, and that shows the potential of generalizing mainstream algorithms for tracking cells. To summarize our contribution, with 86 sequences from 14 different cell lines, our dataset is larger and more diverse than existing cell tracking datasets, and more importantly, it is aimed at bridging the cell tracking and mainstream tracking communities. Finally, we wanted to note that an important contribution for progress is broader collaboration, and towards that end, we will be hosting an online evaluation server to evaluate not only algorithms within the cell tracking domain, but also provide a platform for mainstream algorithms to be evaluated. Please feel free to reach out to us if you are interested in learning more or collaborating. We'd be happy to take this work forward. And with that, I'd like to thank you for your time and Chan Zuckerberg Initiative for funding this work. Thank you.